It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Black Knights leader at quarterback. Your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Black Knights and the Monarchs, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we... men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway here in London. Fielded just outside the goal line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his fourth season in the NFL.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6th-year quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's called the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. 3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on it, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They go play action here on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get into his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
London about set to take over on offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, and he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands.
London about set to take over on offense. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes.
The pass complete to number 86. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36.
2nd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Hayes. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now ETN to start the drive. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Losing 2 to go on second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the distance, but it's no good. Line to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a game.
I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. Smith has it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start with a couple of teams that got to know each other in the playoffs the last decade or so. Baltimore in Foxborough to take on New England. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Tyler Eifert, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that game all tied up as they host the visiting Giants. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, on the other side, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from zero again, so you just have one half to play instead of two. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time when you pick up. You should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Derek Brown gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Back to throw here.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
ETN up the middle.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Goes right back to Smith again.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Now, a quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Fields it right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 2nd and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To number 32, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt, and he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker, still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the post.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll run with Etienne.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6.
So his 2nd field goal now here in this 3rd quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it, but by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. London about set to take over on offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
The pass on first down. Complete to number 32. It's a gain of 7.
Second and 3.
Second and 3.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The ball comes out. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. Yeah,
we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And he returns this to the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's 2nd and 8. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss
loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
He's in a groove right now. 2 sacks last week. Also got AFC Defensive Player of the Week for that effort. Another sack right there.
He just innately understands how to get to the quarterback. He's going to be blocked differently each and every time. He knows how to counter, how to adjust, and how to get home, as they like to say.
The offense on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now back to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Oh, nice move. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Back to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
London about set to take over on offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Black Knights are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. And a London first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
To number 32. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
They'll look to
6.
throw again. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Intended for number 31. Incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start on the ground. Etienne
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the